here if you don't mind. You come around, Pussy. Alright, tell me a little bit what's going on.
So, on Friday, my son was, I guess, told by the lunch lady to put his breakfast down.
Okay.
He had 40 cents in his lunch account, so I don't know why that happened. She said, do you have 60 cents? He said, no. She said, put it down.
Okay.
That's crazy. And I literally just recorded the phone call between the Bradley principal and I. And I'm literally shocked at how rude people are. Like, it's like, I guess, because it's not your child, you know, I guess it's like, you don't really care. That's what it seems like in this district. It seems like there's a bunch of racists that don't give a shit about anything but themselves. Do you have a tissue? I'm sorry.
Actually, we don't. There's a restroom right next door.
Okay, sorry.
It's alright. There we go.
Thanks. So, he literally, I can re-listen to the phone call, but honestly, I don't even think he said sorry. He just said, basically, he doesn't agree with what happened. Somebody should have helped him get lunch. I'm like, are you kidding me? Hell yeah, somebody else should have helped him besides a 14-year-old little boy.
Right.
His phone was dead. After somebody tells you to put your food down, do you think my son is going to feel comfortable enough to even ask to use the phone to call me?
Right.
No. His cell phone was dead. And I'm like, it just amazes me that this is happening, that this discrimination is happening to my children in this district. Because the principal of JW Reason decided to get into the middle of a custodial dispute. That's not my problem whatsoever. That's her problem.
So is this about Bradley or about...
It's about Bradley, but as soon as I mentioned to you guys, to you, the superintendent, and the school board, that my son has had no issues whatsoever at Bradley, or he didn't have any at a memorial, he didn't have any at 6th grade station, all of a sudden he comes home like in a panic, like, Mama, I couldn't get lunch. I couldn't get breakfast.
Right.
Why all of a sudden, as soon as I mention it, did he have his very first problem? I've not had any issues.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You guys are literally trying to make it to where I'm the crazy one by discriminating against my children. But honestly, in my situation, after all of the bullshit I've had to deal with, I don't know a lot of moms that would even be standing on their 2 fucking feet right now. Okay? I was charged by the criminal court with interference of custody for my 2 twin daughters. You can't give a mother an interference with custody charge for her own child, even if she would have had to have even if her parental rights were terminated. What? Why is all of this happening in my life? Why is this happening?
Yeah, that's hard.
And the only thing I want is for my children to be able to go to school and be fine. And it's not happening like that. So I mean, like, I'm like, so what? You're just gonna, like, you guys just let it go? He told me to call the lady at the food place, but what is that gonna do?
Mr. Warfield told you
Yeah.
to call the lady?
Like, no, there's literally nothing gonna happen. I mean, it is what it is. I guess she can tell any child in the district that they can't have lunch. That's crazy. You know what I have to say to that bitch? Let me tell you right now. If any child in this district is turned away because they do not have money to charge my son's account, I'll pay for it.
Well, I know in our handbook,
That's rude.
High school is not permitted to charge, but there is supposed to be an alternative meal offered to them.
High school is not high school what?
Right, it's in our handbook. I don't.
That's
know the
crazy.
exact
They're
wording.
children
I can
too.
go print it. Right.
That makes no
I
sense.
don't know the food side of it. I just know in elementary they can charge up to 5 meals, I believe. with their account in the negative. And then it's different for middle school and 6th grade, and then high school, they're not permitted to charge at all in the negative. I don't know.
My child was not in a negative. Like I'm saying, you said in a
Right.
negative. My child was not in a negative, so therefore, as long as they're not in a negative, you could charge, right?
But there wasn't enough to cover the full meal.
No, there was 40 cents in it. All he needed was 60 freaking cents.
I don't know that portion. I'd
So
have to
you
reach
can't, as
out.
long as you're not in the negative, you can charge, correct?
You can only, like, if he has 40 cents, then he has 40 cents to spend, from my understanding.
Yeah, but as long as you're not in the, you just said as long as you're not in the negative, you can charge it. So I guess I'm not understanding.
No. Like, he can't go in the negative, so if
He's not in the negative.
Are you recording me?
Yes, I am.
Can you please put that down?
Nope.
Okay. Well, let me go find
I
the
want
administrator.
I want the video footage of my child being denied food
Okay.
by your guys' staff.
I'm gonna go get an administrator, okay?
Awesome, thank you.